Welcome back, my fourth graders. Today we are going to start our lesson 3.10, problem solving multiplication. Now, this lesson is pretty simpler than other lessons, but you need to understand and comprehend the question correctly. So let's go ahead and try to solve the problems. Make a plan to solve the problem. A group of sea otter that swim together is called a raft. There are 37 otters in a raft. Each otter eats about 16 pounds of food each day. About how many? This is a question, right? Problem. About how many pounds of food does the raft eat in 1 week? All right. We know the information, 37 otters in a raft, right? And each otter eats 16 pounds each day. And then the question is what? In 7 days, which is what? In 1 week, how many pounds of food does the raft eat? So now we are going to multiply these 37 otters in a raft, and each otter eats about 16 pounds each day. So this is going to be the amount of what the food the raft eat in a day. And then we are going to multiply 7 to find out about how many pounds of food does the raft eat in 1 week. All right, let's go ahead. So 37 times 16. But do you remember when you see this about? Yes, correct. About means what? Yes, you don't need the exact amount, but you can round the number or you can use the friendly numbers, okay? So I'm going to convert this 37 into what? 40 times 16. Oh, this is pretty simple. How? We are going to do what? 4 times 16 and we are going to add 0 at the end. All right? So what is 4 times 6? Since we know what? Regroup when you do multiply, we are going to use that, okay? 6 times 4, 24. Carry 2 up. And second step is what? 4 times 1 is 4. And you are going to add this carry 2 and 4 together, which is what? 64. And how many zeros? 1 0. So 640. Right now, what is next step? Yes, we are going to multiply 7 to find out about a 1 week, okay? About 1 week, how many pounds of food does they eat? Okay, so we are going to see 64 0 times 7. Okay, let's do another regrouping. Okay, 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 4, 28. Carry 2 up. 6 times 7, 7 times 6, 42. So when you add them together, 44. So the answer is what? 4,480 pounds, okay, of food. All right, you need to say about, by the way. About 4,480 pounds. And no, you're gonna learn later, but there is a symbol of this about, which is not equivalent, but you are going to put 2 dots, okay, on top and the bottom. And this represents about. It's not exact, but it's about, okay? All right, let's go ahead. Share your, okay, plan with your partner, okay? You can skip that one. All right, let's move on to second page. Think and grow. Problem solving, multiplication. Example. A coach bus. Sorry. A coach buys. I'm sorry. We went to apple picking yesterday, right? So, all right. A coach buys 6 cases of sports drinks and spends $60. Each case has 28 bottles. A team drinks 85 bottles at a tournament. How many bottles are left? All right. So what do we know? We are going to figure it out. The coach buys 6 cases that we know, and the coach spends $60. And each case has 28 bottles. The team drinks, okay, 85 bottles. What do you need to find? Yes, here, how many bottles are left? Okay, that's the problem. All right, let's make a plan. How will you solve? Okay, multiply 28 by 6 to find the total number of bottles in 6 cases, right? Each case has what? 28 bottles. And we have what? 6 cases. Yes, of course, we need to multiply them. And then subtract 85 bottles from the product to find how many bottles are left. Yes, because they drank, right? They drank 85 bottles. The amount of money, ooh, this is important because the amount of money the coach spent is unnecessary information. Okay, you don't need it. But why they put it? Oh, to make you confused, right? Yes, that's why you need to find out what we need to find and what numbers are we going to working on. Okay? Okay, work on. Step 1, how many bottles are in 6 cases? Okay, now we are going to find. All right, so 6 times 8 is what? 48, right? You need to carry 4 and put this ones place here at the bottom. Now, second step is what? 6 times 2, which is 12. When you add them together, it's going to be 16. So the K here, how many bottles? Okay, we put K as an unknown number, right? Is what? 168 bottles. Okay, now use K, which is the unknown number, which is in here, what? How many bottles in total? Okay, to find how many bottles are left. Now you need to subtract this 85 to know this unknown number, N, right? So K is what we found out? 168. Now we are going to subtract 85 to find how many bottles are left. Okay, so we are going to go ahead, 168. So 8 take away 5 is what? 3. Can you take away 8 from 6? No. That means what? You are going to use regrouping. 1, 10 plus 6, 10 becomes what? 16 tenths. Take away 8 is going to be 8 again. I told you I usually do mental math for this, right? Subtract. Then I'm going to subtract this 10 to 8, and then I'm going to have 2 left, and 2 plus 6 is what? 8. Okay, that's how I found. And the answer is what? 83. So there are 83 bottles left. All right, explain how you can check whether your answer above is reasonable. All right, how can you check? Yes, we can regroup. We can round this number 28 to 30, right? Times 6. And then what we are going to do? Yes, we are going to take away 85 from this product, which is what? 3 times 6, 18, and add 1 0 here, right? Up here. Because this 3 is not 3, this is 3 tenths, 30. Take away 85 equals 95. Okay, I skipped the process of this. 180 take away 85. You cannot take away, so you need to borrow from. So it becomes 10. Take away 5 is 5. 7 take away 8, you can do that. So I'm going to borrow from 100 place, it becomes 17. 17 take away 8 is what? Yes, 9. So the answer is what? 95. All right, now, so this 95 and 83, they are similar since they have 2 digits. Okay, so your answer will be reasonable. You can say that. All right, number 2. Now they're asking to understand the problem and what do you know? You need to figure it out. And what do you need to find? Explain. All right, a zookeeper has 4 boxes. Okay, there are 137 grams of leaves in each box. A koala eats 483 grams of leaves in one day. The zookeeper wants to know how many grams of leaves are left. All right. All you need to do is what? You know, sorry. So you need to understand the problem. Okay, so this is a question. The zookeeper wants to know how many grams of leaves are left. So how many grams of leaves are left? Those are the problem that we need to find. And what do we know? Zookeeper has 4 boxes. And in each box, they have what? 137 grams. Okay, and then koala eats 483 grams. All right, let's find out. So 137 times 4 is, I'm gonna do regrouping. 137 times 4, 28, right? 7 times 4. And 4 times 3, 12. And 2 plus 2 is 4. And you still have this carry 1, right? 4 times 1 is what? 4. 4 plus 1, this one, you have to add it together, is 5. So 548. Now, koala eats what? 483 grams of leaves in one day. So we'll see. I mean, you don't have to do it, but you know, she has. I mean, the zookeeper has enough. Okay, leaves. All right. So you don't have to find out exact how many grams of leaves are left over, something like that. You don't have to. So you can compare this. Of course, this 548 is what? Greater than 483. So, yeah, a zookeeper has more than enough. All right. Anyway, if you want to do it, it's what? 5. Okay, take away becomes 4. It becomes 14, take away 8. Yes, 6. And number 3, a beekeeper has 2 hives. Hive A produces 14 pounds of honey. Hive B produces 4 times as much honey as Hive A. The beekeeper wants to know how many pounds of honey are produced in all. Okay, so now Hive A, we know this. Hive A produces 14, let's say A, 14 pounds of honey, right? And Hive B produces 4 times as much honey as Hive A, which is what? 14 times 4. 4 times 4 is 56. I mean, sorry, 16. Carry 1 up. And 4 times 1 is what? 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. Yes, 56. So 56 plus 14, since we need to find out what? How many pounds of honey are produced in all? When you add them together, it becomes 70 pounds. Okay, so you need to use the information that you have. Now let's move on. Understand the problem, then make a plan. How will you solve? Explain. All right, a runner completes 12 races each year. He improves his time by 10 seconds each year, and each race is what? 5 kilometers long. The runner wants to know how many. Oh, maybe this is the problem. Okay, we need to solve. How many kilometers he runs in race in 3 years? We know he runs what? 12 races each year, and each race is what? 10 kilometers. And he improves his time by 10 seconds each year. Hold on. This information is not necessary. Okay? We need to find out what? How many kilometers he runs in races in 3 years. So in each year, 12 races he's doing it. And each race is what? 5 kilometers in 3 years. You got it? All right. So we know this is what? 60. 5 times 12 is 60, right? And times 3 in 3 years, right? 6 times 3, 18. And add one more 0, kilometers. That's it. So this 10 seconds, that one is what? That information was not necessary. You need to figure it out. Okay. Now number 5, a volunteer bikes 4 miles in all to travel from her home to a shelter and back. Okay. At the shelter, she walks a dog 1 mile. The volunteer wants to know, this is the problem, how many miles she travels doing these tasks for 28 days. So a volunteer bikes what? 4 miles every day, and then it's coming back and forth, which is round trip. And then for how long? 28 days. What about this one? At the shelter, she walks a dog 1 mile. Do you need this information? Read this carefully. How many miles she travels doing these tasks. So you don't have to include this 1 mile, okay? This is not necessary. They just make you confused, okay? So please understand what you need to find out. To do this, to do this job, which is like walks a dog 1 mile, how many miles she travels? That's the problem, okay? For 28 days. That means what? 4 times 28. That's all you need to find. Okay, we have several different strategies I'm going to use. 4 times 30 take away 2 this time. Maybe you can do this way, 28. This is one strategy. Second strategy is what? 28 times 4. Either way, okay? Go ahead. I'm going to do number 1, which is what? 120 take away 8, which is 112. And number two, strategy, second strategy, 8 times 4 is what? 32. And 4 times 2, 8. 8 plus 3, 11. So same. Okay? 112 miles. Cats have 32 muscles in each ear. All right. Humans have 12 ear muscles in all. Oh, in all. You see that? They trick you, right? So please be careful. And how many more muscles do cats have in both ears than humans? This is the problem, right? How many more? Which means what? You need to find out the difference, which is subtract. Okay, muscles do cats have in both ears than humans have in both ears? They gave us different information, right? Cats have 32 muscles in each ear, and they have what? 2 ears, right? And then that's for cat. And humans have 12 ear muscles in all, which means what? 12 is done. That's it. You don't have to multiply 2 because they are all together 12, which means what? We have 6 muscles in one ear and 6 the other one. All right, so that's gonna be 64. Take away 12 is what? 2, 5. So how many more? 52 more muscles. All right, number 7. Our school has 5 hallways. Each hallway has 124 lockers. 310 lockers are red. 586 lockers are in use. How many? This is the problem. How many lockers are not in use? All right, how many hallways? 5 hallways. And each hallway has what? How many? 124 lockers. All right, now how many lockers are used? Yes, 586 lockers are in use. Okay, you have to take away. What to do with these 310 lockers are red? Nothing. This is non-necessary information. Okay, you can cross them out. Okay, boldly. Okay, now 124 times 5. I'm gonna go ahead first and then take away this 586 after you got this product. Okay. Now 5 times 4, 4 times 5 is what? Yes, 20, carry 2 up. 5 times 2 is 10. So 0 plus 2 is 2. Still you have 1 up here, right? Remember. And 5 times 1 is 5. 5 plus 1, 6. All right. So now I'm going to take away 620 to this. It becomes 1 and 10, 4, and 5, 11, 3. So what? Okay, 34 lockers are not in use. That means what? 34 lockers are available. All right, let's move on. This is the last page for today. A group of scientists has $7,500 to spend on microscopes and balances. They buy 3 microscopes that each cost $1,642 and 6 balances that each cost $236. How much money do the scientists have left to spend? Okay, this is another subtraction, right? You can compare and find the difference. All right, 3 microscopes and each cost $1,642 and 6 balances cost what? $236, okay, each. All right, so now you need to think, what do you know and what do you need to find? How will you solve? All right, step one, how much do the scientists spend on microscope? All right, they buy what? 3 microscopes of 1,642. Now let's go ahead. And they name this unknown number, the product, as M. Okay? M is the unknown number, okay, unknown product so far, but we are going to find out. Okay, so 3 times 2, we are going to go 1 step, and tens place, hundreds place, and then thousands place, remember? All right, 3 times 2, 6. 4 times 3, 12, carry 1 up here on hundreds place, right? And 6 times 3, 18, which means what? 9. And 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is what? 4. So M, which is the how much they spend on 3 microscopes, $4,926, right? And then step 2, how much do the scientists spend on balances? Now, how many balances they bought? 6 balances, and each cost $236. Now they put R as what? As the unknown product, okay? So far, but we are gonna figure it out. All right, so now 6 times 6 is what? 36. Carry 3 up. 6 times 3, 18. So 3 plus 8 is what? 20, 8, sorry, 11. Carry down, and 1 more up. It becomes what? 1 plus 1. Hold on, and 6 times 2 is what? 12. So 1 plus 1 plus 2, 4, and put this 1 down. So the R, unknown product, is what? 1,416. Now we figured it out, what? How much they spend on microscope and balance. Now we need to add them together and then take away from 7,500, right? All right, let's go ahead. Step 3, this is the step that I just said. Use M and R microscope and balances, right? To find how much the scientists spend in all. $4,926 and then 1,416. When you add them together, 4,926 plus 1,416. 6 plus 6, 12. Carry 1 up. 1 plus 2 plus 1, 4. 9 plus 4, 13. 1 plus 4, 5 plus 1, 6. So K, they put K as what? Unknown sum. Okay? 6,342. Now, 6,342, we are going to find out the difference from 7,500 and 6,342. We have many zeros. I like this one because it's so easy. Just put 9 and 10, right? And 10 take away 2 is what? 8. 9 take away 4 is 5. 4 take away 3 is 1. And 7 take away 6, 1. Oh, you don't need to regroup. Okay, the scientists have what? 1,158 left to spend. All right. Now let's go ahead. This is gonna be the last question for today. Okay. City A has 3,296 fourth graders, and City B has 3 times as many fourth graders as City A. City C has what? 5 times as many fourth graders as City B. Wow, okay. How many fourth graders are in all 3 cities? All right, City A, Let's put this A as what? 3,296 fourth graders. And then city B has how many? 3 times as many fourth graders as city A, which is what? 3,296. And city C has what? Let's put this as what alphabet do you like? I'm gonna put since my name is Lee, I'm gonna put L. Okay, so let's say this is L. Okay, unknown product yet. And then CDC has what? 5 times as many fourth graders as city B, which is what? Unknown product L is what we are going to find out. And then we need to add, let's say, since my first name is C, I'm gonna put C. So the answer will be what? How many fourth graders are in all 3 cities? 3,296 plus this product L plus what? C, which is city C. Okay, fourth graders. All right, let's find out this L first. So I'm going to use this space 3,296 times 3. 6 times 3, 18. Carry 1 up, right? And 9 times 3, 27. Okay, 7 plus 1 is 8. Still, you need to carry 2 up here. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. What is 3 times 3? 9. So the L is what? 9,888 students are in city B. What about city C? Okay, we are going to what? Multiply 5, right? From this. Since this is closer to 10,000, isn't it? Hold on. Which one is easier? Okay, I'm gonna use this way. So I'm going to put 5 times 10,000. If it's too much for you, don't follow me, but I prefer this way. It's gonna be what? 112, right? If you add 112 more in here, it becomes what? 10,000. You see, carry 1, right? And it becomes 0, carry 1 up again, and it becomes 0 and becomes 10. Make sense? All right. Now, what is 5 times 1? 5. And how many zeros? 4 zeros. Okay. Now take away 112 times 5. This is easier for me than 9,888, right? So 5 times 2 is what? 10. Oh, oh. Hold on. I need to move that one. Okay, times 5. It's 10, carry 1 out. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6, right? And then 5 times 1 is 5, another 5. Now I'm going to take away 50,000, take away 560. I like these zeros, right? It's super easy because I can just change to 4, 9, 9, 9, 10. That's it. Oops, I don't have to put this 10 because, there's nothing to take away. So I'm going to change this 10's place 10, okay, instead of 1's place. So 10 take away 6 is what? 4. 9 take away 5 is 4. And 9, 4. 49,000. C is what? 49,440. Woo. Now, this is not all. You have to add this. L, we found out 9,888 plus 49,440. Now let's do it. Okay? You're going to find out what? 62,624. Okay? Do it yourself. DIY. That's it. Okay? I will see you tomorrow. And your homework is what? 127 and 28. And we are gonna practice entire chapter tomorrow for your test review. Okay? All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.